Hi everyone, welcome back to Berich Podcast. So this session is going to be a discussion about the most valuable company in the world. So as of now, three companies, Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia, are having the valuation about 3 trillion US dollars. So when we see a particular news about that company, it zooms and it dethrones other company as most valuable company. And as of now, Apple have announced that they are going to implement Apple Intelligence into the iPhones. So that was a major announcement, and Nvidia has announced a stock split. So that is moving the Nvidia stocks up. But Microsoft is yet to announce their next big investment. So which company do you see becoming the next valuable company, and who has the edge over the other company?
Okay, this kind of news is only good for clickbaiting because as an investor, it has no real value to you.
Okay.
Because if you look at it historically, companies rise and fall periodically, and that's the nature of the beast. At one point in time, GE was a great company, market leader. One. Then you have IT companies like you had Compaq, you had HP. All of them not the leaders.
That was before
Compaq disappeared altogether. HP is still there, but they're hobbling around. Then like Google, Yahoo was there. Yahoo was even bigger than Google. Yahoo had an option to buy Google.
Yeah.
We know about that. They said no thanks. So it is very hard to see which company is going to be there 10 years from now, other than the fact you have to invest based on what are the intrinsic value of the company, what is the business model of the company, is it sustainable?
What are the future plans also?
Correct. So if you look at each brand, what is Apple doing? Apple makes phones, which is their main thing right now. Wasn't originally a phone company. It's become a phone company now. But why are they able to sustain this for so long? Because they have brand loyalty. People are strongly loyal to Apple brand that Steve Jobs created, right? That has not broken. Till that brand loyalty starts diluting, it is very hard for people to remove Apple from the top tier. It may not be the number one company, maybe number two or number three, but Apple will be up there.
Yeah.
Till unless you see the loyalty which people have faith in Apple starts disappearing. The other thing is they have different streams of revenue, right? It's just not selling hardware. He's got the software, then he's got licensing, then he's got iTunes. So he's creating constantly, he's trying to find different ways to generate cash. But what are the negatives of it? Well, it's over dependency on this iPhone. Okay, that's why now he's smartly rejigged it with his Apple AI. We spoke about it. How he's going to force everybody who doesn't have 15, has 14 and older, has to buy a new iPhone. So he's reimagined his phone market. That's why the stock price zoomed. When he was doing the announcement, it was dipping. It went down 2-3%. Then when he came out saying that you have to buy a new iPhone, everybody has to buy it,
Yeah.
because it destroyed the Apple second-hand phone market also. Then another problem which is very apparent for Apple is supply chain. Being set up, being the world's factory, they all thought we'll always be doing China, everything will be happy. Now geopolitical tension has shown the weak spot for Apple, which is supply chain. So he's quickly trying to diversify. He's trying to set up shops in India. He's trying to set up shops in all over Southeast Asia, Indonesia, and also I think he's talking to. And he's facing a lot of competition in the market. At one point, he was a leader of innovation. He's not the leader of innovation anymore. He's playing catch up in a lot of things. Features which were there in Android for years are now coming in Apple, and they're making it sound. They're making it sound as like, oh, this is very new, and everyone in Android is like, hey, we've been having this for years.
Posting memes also.
Yeah. So this is a problem for Apple. So you have to analyze that. How will this be impacted when you're looking long term? Yes, we look at earnings, we look at PE and all that, but when you're looking at something for 10 years. These are the key things which you see. This is how the moat of the company is, like Warren Buffett says. And you have to see if this moat is being guarded. And what are the weaknesses. And how are these weaknesses being protected. Because someone can stab you in that weakness. Same way Microsoft has got a whole bunch of pros and cons. Microsoft, it's dominating in cloud right now. From being Microsoft operating system, OS, they're a cloud company. And they're dominating it through their network of servers and whatnot. They also have a diversified Windows is one, Office is another big money churner. Then they got Xbox. Then they buy other companies like LinkedIn and all that they've bought. And now they're working on AI. So they're constantly trying to diversify their business and keep themselves relevant and keep growing, which is a good thing. Then they have strong financials. They've been growing in revenues and profits with a very good balance sheet for years. And that has been sustained for a long period of time. So that is something which is strong for them. But the other problem they've been having is they have a lot of eyeballs on it because they're such a huge company and they have influence all over the world because everyone's using Microsoft. All offices run on Microsoft. The kind of reach they have, no other company has. Even Google cannot do the kind of reach Microsoft has because Microsoft is on every table, every laptop. So that is one thing. People are keeping an eye on it. Then market saturation. There's only so much he can sell. So that's also another problem like Apple is having. Nvidia, the problem for Nvidia is
It's grown so much.
Yeah, but their business is very cyclical. Meaning, if you look at Nvidia stock over the last 5 years, when the crypto boom happened, it went up. When crypto crashed, Nvidia crashed. Same way now AI is pushing Nvidia up. If tomorrow AI suddenly becomes useless, nobody wants Nvidia chips. What is Nvidia going to do then? And right now the PE is being pushed to ceiling. The valuation is rocket. It's gone off like a rocket.
To make investors buy more, they have announced stock split also.
No, he's trying to, volatility is trying to prevent. The reason why companies split stock is also for reason is to prevent volatility. You know, the drastic movement of price, because as an investor, a company, you don't want to see that. So his PE has gone skyrocketing high because analysts and speculators are thinking they in future, next year he's going to triple his profit. The year after that, will quadruple his profit. So this PE is justified now because the earnings are going to go so high, these prices will just be nothing. That kind of speculation I don't encourage, but market's doing that. And the biggest risk I would say he's got is facing competitions from AMD and Intel, which is going to come. Right? AMD and Intel have been manufacturing chips long before. They just were caught sleeping. Now Intel is announcing, AMD is announcing. So you'll have to wait and watch how Nvidia navigates this. So it's going to be interesting. Do remember, things change very slowly. Things can change very fast. Some small thing can come out and destroy, or some big thing can come and lift everything even higher. So as an investor, you have to keep an eye on all this. But which is going to be there 10 years from now, I don't think anybody can predict.
Do you see 5 trillion market cap in the next 10 years also?
Probably. Why not? Because it's just speculation again. But what does that number mean to you? Unless you have bought a share at a cheap price and you've been buying it regularly and you have amassed. But one thing remember, Arun, let's say you will have another 70 years to live. Okay? In that 70 years, let's say you can spend 1,000 crores. If I give you 1,000 crores today, you will spend it in 70 years, let's say. Now I say instead of 1,000 crores, I'm going to give you 10,000 crores. Doesn't mean, it's meaningless. After a certain number, it's meaningless. You can only pay the hotel bill for the food you've eaten. You will be a fool. Let's say you go eat in dosa for 10 rupees. The guy gives a bill for 10 rupees. You can't tell the guy, listen, I know it's 10 rupees, but I have few thousand crores. I'll pay 1 crore for that dosa. No one does that. So there's only so much you can spend in a lifetime. So do remember that these numbers are, yes, fascinating, and most people don't even realize how much a trillion is. You know, it's just like a number. If you ask most people, how many zeros a trillion has, they won't know. Most of us don't even spend time thinking about these numbers and what it really means. And the curious thing is, US debt, if you compare the value of these 3 companies, add them up in valuation and compare it to US debt, there'll be some interesting numbers to look at. Maybe we should do that podcast on another time.
Yeah, we'll do. So I hope that this video is informative. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more videos. See you in another episode with an interesting topic. Thanks for watching the video.
Thank you.